Geeks in Malaysia.
And welcome to another edition of Geeks in Malaysia. I'm Millie Chen.
Hi, I'm Nick Dorian.
I did not time that. I curled the ball. This was easier when I was a cigarette smoker.
Don't smoke cigarettes, kids.
No,
Yes, just vape instead.
But be
Actually,
careful
no,
with
vaping-
vapes too. Be careful with
Yeah,
vapes too.
vaping is also very dangerous, so just try not to do either. Okay?
Yes. And
And he is Karel M. Baha.
Yes, that's
And-
who I am.
and despite what we're talking about vapes and cigarettes, that's not what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about Eternal.
The latest edition
Or as
in
he
the
put it in the first take of this, when I realized that the audio was fucked, the latest fucking Marvel movie.
So like, oh
I'm
my
like,
god, like I don't like.
Spoilers, kids.
Yes,
as
spoilers
usual.
as usual.
Yes,
like like
spoilers.
if
I
you haven't
feel
seen
that
Eternals,
I
please
feel like
just
changing that as our Twitter bio, as our Instagram bio. Geeks in Malaysia. Spoilers, obviously.
So then we
Spoilers,
only warn
sweetie.
people when we're not giving spoilers?
Yeah. Guys, no
No
spoilers. Just a warning. No spoilers ahead.
No, because you know the internet, like, at some point, someone will be like, hey man, spoilers. And be like, oh fuck, it's a new listener. But great, it's a new listener.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, hi, you listener.
Hi.
Yes,
Hi,
we
so,
spoiled everything. We've assumed that you've watched this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes.
If you haven't, don't listen to this.
We treat movies like eggs that you leave out for days. Spoiled.
Eggs are actually okay out of the fridge.
But not very long. Hey, wait. How long do eggs last out of the fridge?
I think it depends on the temperature and depends on the eggs.
Yeah, it depends on the country.
And how.
'cause
I mean,
if I was in England, I'd
yeah.
leave my eggs out for months.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
and
not healthy, but fuck it.
yeah, I mean, my eggs, like 2 cartons of eggs, don't last about a week in my house because I do carnivore, so I eat a lot of eggs. I had raw egg in my coffee this morning, pasteurized.
Say what now? You put raw egg in your coffee?
Yeah, with butter.
yeah, that's a thing.
What?
He has,
heard about it.
yeah. I mean, he
Not in your Nescafe can.
No,
Just
no,
Don't pour that out and put raw egg.
Yeah, and then you blend it, and then
Oh.
No, because it.
Oh.
it makes
one
it more
protein
creamier.
and
No, I
creamy.
mean it's for people, especially people who are lactose intolerant and they can't have dairy. It makes it nice and creamy. I mean, yes, I understand the look because like the first few times, like trying to figure out the ratio of like certain, like it tastes nicer with spices. Maybe not
Egg
sugar.
does not have the same texture as milk.
You will be surprised. I mean, it doesn't have the same texture. That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's closer
It's
to
a bit-
cum,
it's a-
I've been told.
Anyway, today we are talking about the Eternals.
Yes.
There will be spoilers abound.
Yes.
For those of you who just want to just listen, there are 2 post-credit scenes, and just that just so stay
Which
to
we
the
will
end.
talk about.
Yeah, stay to the end of the movie to watch the post-credit scenes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it goes without saying, and it still surprises me that even at the movies, people just leave after the film
I mean,
finishes.
I think for some people, they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Why would you not care about
mean,
the
if they-
post
They
They're
came
not
to
committed-
watch the roller coaster ride.
Yeah,
That's
they
it.
came to watch the Big Bang Boom, the Bish Bang Boom.
Oh, and boy, was it a fucking bing bang boom.
Oh,
Wow. So obviously Nick has thoughts. Nick has very strong
Many
thoughts.
yeah. We should just get into it.
Yes,
I'm
Yeah.
get into it,
curious.
man.
Like, it looks
it's
like
really a chip on his shoulder,
it
man.
feels like he's just been holding the sin.
I have.
When
Yes.
did you watch it? Because I only watched it like over the weekend.
I watched it last week. I think on a Monday or
I
Tuesday or something.
watched it the week it came out.
Okay.
I watched it the week after.
It
Yeah.
was supposed to be because, as those who follow my vlogs know, it's been a busy month.
Yes.
So it was my like date night.
Yeah. Aw. Always have date night with your significant others,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very
Don't
integral
forget.
to your relationships
Even
Yes.
when you're married.
and longevity.
Yes.
Yes. Just because you're not
Especially-
dating anymore doesn't mean you don't have to go for dates.
Yeah.
Especially
exactly.
when you're married, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah. Go on.
Oh, I thought you had more to the story.
No, I just said I was going on date night. Now go
Okay,
on.
so
Shit
yeah.
on the movie.
The fuck's wrong with it? Like, like okay,
I wasn't that pissed. Okay, Eva was pissed with it.
I will
That pissed.
preface this at the beginning because I
What were you
hate
expecting?
Yeah, what were you
Yeah,
Something-
actually, let's start with that. What were you
What were you
expecting?
expecting?
a better story.
Okay. That's fair, I guess.
Chemistry, for one. Because
I thought it was chemistry. Like,
there were chemistry between people, but I didn't feel like it was an Avengers level chemistry. Like everyone sort of like when they're in a room together, something clicks. When these guys were in a room together, it felt awkward.
To be fair, they have been apart for a very long time.
a couple of thousand years.
Yeah. And some of them willfully went away and going like, I'm gonna go start my own commune
But like,
because you guys are all, assholes.
but it just
Look,
feels
we
like
didn't see each other for a couple of years. It wasn't like we just went back into it when I saw you again.
yeah. But I mean, this film they all just feel very walled up with each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
To a
even
extent they were.
the only two characters, okay, two teams that I felt had chemistry was, of course, Gilgamesh and Tina.
Yeah.
And
John Tan. John
and
Tan, right? John Lee.
what was Kunal Nanjiani's character's name?
Kingo.
Kingo and Karun.
His
Fucking love
valet.
Karun. I'm sorry, Karun.
No,
I love.
everybody loves Karun.
I love
Everyone
Karun.
loves Karun. No one loves Valet.
I brought space. I'm like, but okay, I want to say this from the start because I don't want anybody to get this wrong. Because a lot of fucking articles have said, "Oh, is it because Chloe Zhao directed it? A
No.
woman directed it?" That's why.
Oh
no,
my god.
no,
Up yours.
no,
Up yours, assholes. Up
no.
yours.
I do not have an issue with the direction of the film. I have an issue with one, the story, two, the fucking editing.
Editing.
Or the LPF.
The actual editing of the
Actually,
film
no,
or the LPF?
The editing
LPF?
combined with the
LPF.
local censorship.
Yeah, which is LPF.
Like, there's going to be sequences of flashback and present time. And there were moments that I fucking got a bit confused. I'm like, oh, we're back here. Oh, we're back in front. Oh, we're back here. It felt, okay.
A bit choppy?
It didn't yes, that was the word that I was using. It felt choppy
Looking
and
for-
it wasn't smooth. Okay.
Fair.
No, I mean, okay, the overall story, first off,
It's so much to unpack.
it's so
Eternals,
much
the
a ton to
concept.
unpack.
Yes.
To yeah.
Yes.
And I found it weird to be doing an Eternals movie in the first place and showing their entire fucking lives
Yeah.
because even in
It's
comics,
too
I was
much.
like, okay, because like in comics, it'd be the one like I don't care about these fucking stories because when Marvel goes cosmic, it's hit and miss to me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, you know what? I felt the same way about Guardians, and James Gunn fucking created something.
Yeah.
But this is not Guardians.
No.
They're very different types of characters.
Yeah.
There's Guardians, they're the outcasts, the
Yeah.
rebels, and these guys are godlike creatures.
I mean, to strengthen they're literally gods.
Yeah,
One is
like-
Yes.
Athena, one is Gilgamesh.
Yes.
They've been literally translated into history books as gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. The overriding feeling I had when watching the movie was like, what are you setting up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's the only reason you would make this movie. You need to set this world up to set that up.
And we get there at the end of the movie, which may or may not have been a bit too late.
Here's the thing. The thing about the film is as well, it's like, it feels like a very standalone film. Like, it feels apart from the MCU, except for just a few mentions of the Avengers
To-
No,
to
but
a
that's the
time to
thing,
time.
it feels like it's the new.
Phase 4.
Yeah, it's the new. Like that's the thing. Like even with Shang-Chi, it still feels within that last world of
Yes.
Marvel. So now when they're going this big, it's like, what are you doing exactly? You know what I mean? Because, but it also feels like when we get to the end post-credit thing, it'll elaborate more on this. But it also feels like you're creating two branches, right? The
Two
super
teams.
cosmic story arc, and then something that's a bit more grounded to Earth.
The more terrestrial ones, which
Right?
Yes.
as an audience you probably feel slightly more for because
Yeah.
we are human. Because
And-
it's hard to wrap your head around the idea of what it's like to be an eternal.
Yeah, and there was no one you could really relate to in that group.
There was no
And
there was
this
no audience
reminds me
surrogate.
of what Stan said, which is why Marvel worked better than what DC had. Stan said that he creates characters and heroes that have humanity in them.
Yeah.
Which is why he created Spider-Man. He was
Yeah.
just like, it's a boy who just became a hero, whereas DC treats their characters like
Gods.
gods.
I think I had a conversation with Gavin once about this, where he said like Marvel was more drama and DC was more sci-fi. You know, and I was like, that's not a bad analogy because
Yeah, it's not.
you know, like with DC, even when they're in the real world, there's cities that don't exist.
Yes, but
In
Marvel,
it's very grounded. Like they're in New York.
Yeah.
They're in LA.
A lot of them in New York.
even you take a god like Thor, you put him on Earth to try and figure out how
a very
humans
small
work.
town in the Kampo.
Yes. But you see, that's what makes Marvel work. And that's what makes the MCU work, is because they talk about things and we relate to them because it's a very human story. Eternals is the godlike route where you're like, I don't root for these heroes. I just
And
don't.
it's not like you haven't done gods before because there's a whole Loki series.
Yes.
And we can relate to Loki's
Humanity.
story
Yeah, but then we've also have all the backstory
Yes,
when it
that's
comes
true.
to Loki though.
Yeah, yeah.
10 years worth of backstory.
But that first Thor movie, like, you know, you didn't think like, oh, this is beyond me. Like, you could see like, okay, I see Anthony Hopkins' motivation.
Yeah.
I see
Yes.
Hiddleston's motivation.
Yeah.
I see
Yes.
Hemsworth's motivation.
Yes.
burdened with glorious purpose.
This feels
Sorry.
like too many cooks spoil the broth and too many star
I
actors
mean,
spoil the broth.
there were a lot. There was a lot of material to get
Yeah, and a
over.
lot
Yeah.
going
And
on.
maybe also the unrelatability is also probably maybe also the same problem that we have with Captain Marvel, because Captain Marvel, like she is
Just so powerful.
so powerful, and she is also for the most part kind of like non-human, right? Like she doesn't think of herself as non-human. That's why hashtag not my Carol, because
And
you know
she
Carol
slightly
Danvers
feels-
in the comic books is actually like she's very humanity.
She feels slightly higher than thou in the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holier than thou!
Yeah. But anyway,
That's another one to the list.
anyway, so so Eternals. Yeah.
Oh wait, I had a thought. Oh yes. Are we so is Earth so used to
Insignificant.
heroes now that
Yeah.
they're like,
Dude.
because that moment when she transforms the bus into just
This
petals
is post Thanos.
and people are like, yeah, cool.
You know?
No, okay. During that scene,
The only thing surprising for them these days is like, oh, it's a new power.
yeah, my thought was that thank God they still had the bus driver, because I'll be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I panicked for a moment. I was like,
bus driving through Camden,
Did
a
she
double
just
decker
kill a
with
guy?
nobody on board.
Although, okay, that first 15 minutes, I gotta say, it made me miss London so fucking much.
yeah.
No, okay, can we
At
start?
Camden Lock, I was
No,
like,
okay.
oh.
No, just even starting like Piccadilly Circus. Oh, no, because the way London was shot.
Yes.
It wasn't the, you know, some like it feels like Hollywood either goes, we're gonna over glorify the city, or we're gonna make it look like the dirtiest, grimiest place on earth.
Yes.
And then this one's like, holy shit, Piccadilly Circus looks like Piccadilly Circus. Then she goes Natural History Museum, which is my favorite fucking
Yes, I
museum
know.
in the world.
Yes.
I know.
Which then goes to, wait, did they have classes there?
Yeah, I
That's
know.
bullshit, right?
Yeah, that was a bit dubious.
Yeah.
But okay,
Wait,
then
don't
Camden
they?
Town.
I thought they have workshops and shit.
yeah, but not like
Yeah,
an
but that
actual
was like a
class.
school.
That was
Oh,
an
yeah,
actual
okay,
class.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but okay, that's actually a good thing I wanted to point out. Like, you know, so you go, you know, when the movie started, but that's not where the movie started.
Oh,
The
yeah,
movie started with
the
them
story.
arriving.
The
Oh,
story
no,
of the
I'm
Eternals.
talking about when it starts in something I can recognize.
No, exactly, which is actually my point. Because when I was watching the movie, it starts
I've
with
never
them.
been to Mesopotamia.
Yeah, it starts with them arriving and then like setting them up at that point, right? And that was like so like okay.
We are godlike.
And we're here to kill these things.
you.
You know, but then when we get to Piccadilly Circus and she takes a photo of that knife, which of course you never reference ever again.
Yeah, I was a bit like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you do.
when? When did they
Don't she
reference this
stab her
knife?
later? Doesn't a Sprite stab her with the same knife? Or was that a different knife?
That's the thing, you don't know.
Okay, but it doesn't matter.
Could be any
but-
knife.
No, but like for me, when we saw that shot of her taking that
Yeah.
picture, I was like, guys, this is where you should have started the movie. Because then we would have questions and then we would want those questions
And then you
answered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get
So
you.
it's again, it's an editing thing, it's a crafting thing. You know what I mean? Because then we go
That would
like,
actually be a good intro, yeah.
right?
Yeah, see?
Right? I thought like
Although, if you, it would be dangerous if, let's say, you just discovered Sherlock and watched the first season, and then watch Eternals like, oh, it's the same character. Oh, she's moved on from that museum.
oh my god, it is also
to Natural History
Yes,
Museum.
yes.
Wow. Would she be fixing more teapots?
Or like, you know, if we really drive it back to TV, like, you know, is this the same girl that's going to be the model for an android in the future?
I'm sorry, if she
I
ever
love
meets
humans.
Doctor Strange, she has to be like, I knew a detective that looked like you. Without the facial fuzz.
Yes.
And also British.
Yes.
And less likable.
I'm trying to imagine though, like shooting that sequence in Camden Town. I'm like, How many people were yelling out at the sides? Oi! You know nothing!
And to be fair, in this movie, he still knows nothing.
He's got that you know nothing Jon Snow
So we're talking,
face.
we're
That's
talking about
just
Kit
his
Harington.
face.
Okay, like
Kit Harington, this whole film was like, you
And then
do
he
what?
meets the King of the North, and you're like, oh, they still have the same haircut. What the fuck?
okay. Well, not about Kit Harington. Now, every time I see Kit Harington with the shorter hair, I go like, he must be so happy he can cut
Yes.
his hair now.
Yes.
Although I like that he's one of the few characters that gets to do comedy in the movie.
Yes.
And it's nice to see him just not hiding and not knowing nothing. He
Yeah.
still knows
And being
nothing.
Yeah, he still knows nothing.
But he
still,
wants to be a giraffe, and it's kind of cute.
Yes.
I love it. It's adorable.
Like, all the questions in the film, I really was like, he still knows nothing. What is this? Who are you? What have you been doing?
But
like-
just before that sequence, we get the first of what will be a lot of awkward cuts by a local censorship board.
Really? Was there one there already?
Illogical
bar.
cuts.
In the bar, Gemma Chan, Kit Harington.
Right.
Why? Why
Because
was that
they
cut?
went in for a kiss and then straight away cut to the hug, and I was like, hang
But
on
my
a
thought
second.
is, why was that cut? I thought kisses weren't cut.
That's the thing. And then later on, there was more kisses. So I was like thinking, okay, it's PG-13. Maybe you're not allowed kissing. Then I thought about it really hard. I saw the first Thor in cinemas in Malaysia. They definitely kissed. Hemsworth and Portman kissed.
Yeah.
So then I thought, is it because she's Asian?
Oh
No, really, honestly.
Have a think. Because the only other kiss is between Brian Tyree Henry and his
Which-
Middle Eastern lover.
Which, of course-
Which
But I
of
mean-
course we knew was going to get cut.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like Saudi Arabia wanted to take the entire storyline away, but
Yeah.
then God LPF let the
Or-
storyline go ahead, which is nice.
Yeah, but still, but also the awkward cut, because I haven't seen an awkward censorship
Yes,
cut.
this was
in
very fucking
almost
awkward.
a decade.
I mean, let's not even talk about the actually very, very significant kiss between Icarus and Gemma Chan.
I did wonder, is it because she's Asian?
I want to say,
Because
but I know this-
can't show Asian kissing white men.
no,
No, but she's pendatang. But she is a pendatang. She is a heathen. I am a heathen.
Lagi tak
Being
boleh.
Asian, being Chinese.
But this is what also. Like, I know they're not smart enough for this.
Sorry,
but I
but
was
so-
about to say,
Okay,
like,
in Chinese culture, in Chinese movies, do they allow kissing these days?
I don't know.
I would see a lot.
You
of
don't
Chinese
watch mainland China movies then, huh?
No, I don't.
Okay. In Hong Kong times,
Look, even
Hong Kong 80s, 90s, did they allow kissing?
what on screen? Of
Yeah.
course. Excuse me. Of course they did.
I don't remember Tony Leung kissing anyone
No, no,
ever.
but then
'Cause Tony
no,
Leung
no,
doesn't
that's the
need
thing.
to
I was
kiss
going to say.
anyone.
I was going to say, I'm watching it probably online and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
now. I can't remember last, and like within Hong Kong itself, kissing is fine, but when it comes to Malaysia, they might cut it.
But I've never seen a kissing cut, like being cut, unless it's, a gay scene.
No, I mean,
Because it does, like, what it made me wonder is, like, are we going back to the dark days of LPF?
Maybe.
Is it post-pandemic they're taking advantage? First they're going to ban whiskey, and now they're going to ban kissing?
maybe.
Maybe.
Because
I mean, they've banned gambling up in Kedah.
Yeah, that's true. You can't buy 4D in Kedah.
Yeah, no lotteries, man.
Malaysia, negeriku Malaysia. Put that in your song bank, motherfucker.
Okay,
I will.
anyway, but
I will.
So we have so then we finally meet we meet Gemma Chan. We
Yeah.
meet Cersei, then we
meet
meet Sprite, who is the eternal child, poor thing. I find it interesting that they've gender bent some of the characters. Like Sprite was supposed to be male. I mean, I'm not sure it's supposed to, because my exposure to Eternals is the Neil Gaiman run of Eternals.
Might have been. I mean, look, they've what do you call it? Gender and ethnicity,
Bent
Yeah, of course.
everybody.
everything.
Yeah.
So
And visibility, yay, deaf person.
no, but that's the thing. Like, okay, like in terms of what's the word? Representation and all that stuff. Great.
Across the
Ticks
board.
all across the board. But here's the thing, like when you do something like this that is so representative and the script isn't up to par,
Yeah.
like people will just
Yeah.
pull the whole like, see what happens when you try to be representative and then you
Which
get a
is-
shitty movie. It's like,
It is what's happening now.
it's not their fault. Like,
No.
because to me the performances were good.
Yes.
I think you have thoughts, but most of the performances were good. Okay, like I said, I like Jon Snow being Jon Snow.
Check out our YouTube video to see Nick's expression right now
Yep.
and to contextualize all these sounds he's making into the mic.
What's
Only
the
at
name?
youtube.com/geeks in Malaysia.
What's the mute character's name again?
What? Makar.
Makari.
Yeah.
Thought Makari like talk about acting with your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one time when she lets out a scream and it's a real mute scream, it's like, oh, that's painful.
No, I have no doubt that
And actually, like out of the Eternals, the only person's performance that I was really disappointed with was Kumail.
Yeah, he wasn't
lacking.
he wasn't on the same boat.
He wasn't funny enough to be funny or serious enough to be serious. It just was.
It was a wee bit
Your
middling,
valet
though.
is a lot funnier than you.
Yeah, I love you. I love you, Kunal. I love you.
And his Bollywood sequence made me go like, bro, you don't know how to dance.
Bila. It's actually not.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. It's a pressure cooker waiting to come out.
It's it's
okay. These are good actors.
Yes.
Their performances could have been... I'm not going to say that the performances were not great. They could have been better. I felt like their performances were heavily underutilized. Their power...
You can only perform as much as the script allows you.
And that's why I blame the fucking
Exactly.
script.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, that is the script. Like, their performances were good. Like, Richard Madden.
Performances are
Right?
okay.
Oh my god.
Richard Madden is doing so much with so fucking little.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I'm
okay.
like, wow, you are really trying to squeeze as much as you can out of
Every
what
look.
little you have in this script.
Every squint.
Yeah.
Every
Because
touch.
the whole time you're just like,
brooding.
there's something going on behind here.
It's so brooding.
Or is it just because you're godlike?
So
And
brooding.
Fucking the Irish dude.
Oh,
Like, swagger to
the
Druid.
one that you like, Druid,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh.
his
Yes.
his body language.
He just stands there.
He's just standing there
And
you're
I'm like, oh, hi.
almost to the point like,
Hello.
if it's revealed he's the actual bad guy, be disappointed because it's fucking obvious. And the fact that he's not a bad guy makes it like, your character's just like this. This is interesting.
Although, okay, side note, this actor is going to be in the Batman.
Oh.
As, I think, Commissioner Gordon's assistant or something. And now for some reason, I
A
don't
lot
know
of
whether
people
it's...
think he's the Joker.
Yes. And there's been fan art of him as the Joker, and I'm like, ooh.
Everyone just wants to see the Joker.
I don't think they're going to bring Joker into this film. They've already
We'll
got
see.
Penguin and Catwoman.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Woof.
And then-
You might get the whole menagerie in one movie.
Maybe he will become the Joker in the post credit.
Who knows? Maybe he's King Tut.
No, he's a
King
Mad
Tut?
Hatter. There was fan art of him as Mad Hatter. I was like, ooh, I could buy that too.
But him, because he does have some of the least lines in the movie. But I'm like, why do I fucking remember you? Like,
he's-
right?
his
Yeah.
I mean,
presence.
aside
For a
from the
little
fact,
guy.
aside from the fact
Not
that
that
he
little.
doesn't need
Standing next to Gilgamesh, he's fucking tiny.
Anyone standing next to Gilgamesh is
Don
fucking
Lee,
tiny.
brother motherfuckers, Don Lee. I mean, but like, he himself doesn't have to do anything because,
because
everybody
mind control.
else does it for him when he
Yes.
mind controls humans.
And that's what I mean. Like, they all have very little to play with.
yeah, yeah,
And they're doing everything to try and bring it above the script.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they're working their asses off to bring it above the script.
Ex-
You know what I mean?
Except for maybe Gemma Chan as well.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
I love Gemma, I really do, because I mean representation up the wazoo. Like
I really
mean,
feel she was not up to
she
par.
was not.
No.
Her and Kumail were just not up to par. And but Gemma's the lead.
Yeah, which,
I
which makes
felt
it very
Gemma
very
was
awkward,
very sort of not
Lacking.
one-dimensional, but like
very boring.
constipated, like emotionally constipated.
No,
Like,
which
to me,
which-
she was actually doing the material as opposed to bringing it above the
Above,
material.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, which I mean, because Uma was dying to talk to me about it. He was dying to talk to someone other than Bahir about it, and he was like, yeah, she was a bit boring and like macam tak cukup, not enough, and I'm like, yeah, which made her perfect for when she did an android for humans.
Ooh.
Like look at Jolie, right? She also
Oh.
has very
She
little
has,
dialogue.
oh my god, she has so little to do.
Right?
But-
I mean, I wanted to see more of Jolie.
Yes.
but like,
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the thing, like she also leaves you wanting because it's like,
I think she has
And
maybe like 5 or 6 lines in the whole film.
but she is badass as fuck.
Yes.
when she has the.
And you feel a pain as well.
I know, like the
Yes.
whole like stay. I mean,
And that
sorry,
relationship.
stay, okay. I'm like
That relationship she has with Gilgamesh and like oh,
Don
Don Lee.
Don fucking Lee.
Don
To
Lee
which-
going gentle giant on that shit.
To which I saw some Asian articles from like Korea and stuff. It's like there wasn't enough Don Lee.
There was not. No. To be fair, there was not. I
There
was
was not
like, can
enough.
we have more Don Lee?
But to be fair, there wasn't enough of a lot of actors. Not just Don. Like Salma Hayek, like
Oh my god, Salma Hayek.
she's
was-
there for 10 minutes and dies.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm gonna keep popping up in flashbacks. But it's interesting if you analyze Salma Hayek's performance as well. It's very reserved.
Yes.
There is
You know, like there's a regalness.
yes,
Like-
because she is Ajax.
She's the leader, and so because
And-
you can imagine like someone's like, no, I'm the leader, so I got to take over this shit. But
Yeah.
no, she's just playing her part in the grander scheme of things.
But you can in the scenes where it's warranted, you can see
Yeah.
the backstory, especially now after you know why they're actually
Yeah.
there. Then you
Yeah.
go, I can see that, like especially in the whole like exchanges she has with Icarus. I still cannot get over that they're using that as Icarus and not Icarus. But I mean, I'm just being Malaysian.
I got to bring up something now that we started talking about the whole team. So okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Eternals was made around the time when Steve Ditko left DC and went to Marvel,
Okay.
right? I think so.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember what the timeline, but it's a Steve
Okay.
Ditko creation.
Yeah,
Wasn't it
is it
Kirby?
Kirby?
Sorry,
Yeah, Kirby.
Why I keep
Yeah.
Ditko Spider-Man.
That's what I was
Kirby.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kirby. Nah, Ditko didn't work at DC. Yeah, Kirby coming from DC to Marvel.
Yeah,
Right? And it feels very Kirby.
yeah.
But I'm looking at this team. So I got dude who can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes. All right?
Yeah.
Like almost Superman like.
Which they mentioned.
Athenian woman with cool weaponry,
Wonder Woman.
a speedster,
Flash.
someone with psychic abilities, Martian Manhunter, a strong guy. Any strong guy, really.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
You know? And I'm just
With power gloves.
yeah, with power gloves. And I'm just like, is this Marvel's Justice League?
Might as well have been.
But
Right?
cosmic.
Because the way Icarus like does his flying, I'm like, it's very Superman.
and
That
did
very
you-
straight, like the
Richie?
and
Richie?
then the thing is, in the Eternals,
He
they
just
not
doesn't have a cape, but he has a nice coat.
they not only mention Superman,
Yeah.
they mention Batman too. So I'm like,
Which
and people are like, oh,
Which
No.
then
No.
which then makes me go like, people are like, oh, it exists in Marvel Universe. Like,
Yeah.
no. Their comics exist in the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
It's kind of belittling
Yeah.
DC if you think about it.
oh yes.
We're not. It feels like they're not saying like, "Oh, you can cross over." It's like, no, you guys are fiction
Should-
in our universe because these
Memo.
kids read Superman.
These characters are fucking real. You're not.
Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't stop. Like every time Angelina Jolie fought, I'm like, holy fuck, I'd like to see it in Themyscira. You know what I mean? And the Eternal Speedster. I'm sorry, I was like, is a much better speedster than Ezra Miller. When she fights Icarus, I'm like, there you go. You see, a speedster can fight Superman.
Yes.
She's all like,
No, then people will go, but she's like a millennia's worth of like experience behind her.
Whereas the Flash is still a kid.
yeah, but any advice people give to the Flash is to run away, or run around, or run to the future, run to the past. Run, Barry, run.
Sorry, and speaking of Makari, can we give a nod with like, when they finally show up at their ship and then she's like, where have you guys been? Is it I love it that she goes, is it time to go home now?
I found it weird that the speedster would stay in the spaceship though, because I'm like, you're fast. How boring is it staying in one room for like thousands of
Well,
years?
I mean, she didn't actually stay there all the time because look at all the amount of shit she accumulated
Yes.
along
But
the
still,
way.
like, she kept going back there. I'm like, fucking go out and do something. What, are you just reading books?
Maybe
It
this
seems
is-
like it that
maybe
way.
She enjoys being slow for once instead of running around constantly.
Like someone who's like that fast, like staying still might feel like an eternity, wouldn't it?
It's already an eternity.
Yeah, I
I mean, and also, I guess, and again, it goes back to, well, that's the script she was given.
Yep.
This fucking script, I swear.
It is. It's lacking. It is so
It
lacking.
is. It's okay. And
Especially when you need to have like a 10-minute sequence in the middle, like, I'm going to explain to you the plot twist. And it's a pretty long one, so bear with me as I bring out this PowerPoint deck. As you can see, this is actually, we grow celestials inside planets.
I still don't understand that.
Especially
the
when
growing-
Kurt Russell is a celestial and he was tiny. Wait, Kurt Russell? No.
yeah,
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, yeah.
Russell.
Yeah, he's a tiny celestial.
Was he a celestial?
He's a celestial. Wasn't
Was
he
he?
celestial?
He was a planet.
Yeah, he was a planet. I didn't think he was a celestial.
I don't
was
think
a-
he-
Didn't he
Go.
say he was from
I
a
thought he was
race
a
of
star.
celestials?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, and also, I mean, because like the scale is very different in the Neil Gaiman one, and like the Dreaming Celestial is actually like kept there. The Dreaming Celestial was very final space in Neil Gaiman's thing. Yeah, because I'm like, and so, but no, because the problem was like, so if he arises, he breaks up the planet
Like an egg.
and how
We
then
are ants to them.
but then they needed to accumulate the population to a certain extent because I would assume
It
that
feeds
he
off
needs
our
they would need
brain.
to absorb our energy in order for him to be awakened,
wireless.
right? Right. It's wireless charging.
yes.
Okay. From
It just needed enough of the population
to
so that-
warm the exterior
Yeah.
of the egg like global
Yeah.
global warming
So he was
and crisis.
it was about to crack, and then Thanos did his snap. It's like, fuck, I cannot come out yet.
Okay, so
Half is gone already.
wait, okay,
and then half is came back.
Yeah.
in
So
Guardians of the Galaxy, he was a celestial.
he told you.
But in the comics, he's a living planet.
Yeah, always a living planet,
Yeah,
but I guess they brought in a
the
celestial.
scale is very, very different, no?
Maybe he was just like, I came out from a very small planet. Although Oa is part of him as well.
Huh?
Yeah. Not Oa, sorry, that's
Oh,
Green
like
Lantern.
Green Lantern.
What was that?
Bye will have
What
angry
the
words
fuck
with
was
you
that
right
planet
now.
called? Something the Living Planet.
You're right.
Oa?
In Amalgam Comics, published jointly by Marvel Comics and DC
No,
Comics.
that's
Oa,
a,
the living
that's
planet.
a
No,
joint.
no.
Oh,
What
okay.
is his actual planet name?
Ego.
Ego.
Ego, yeah.
Yes.
Ego, the living
His name
planet.
is Ego.
Yes. So he is part of the planet, but he's also... So I guess he is big and small at the same time.
Just like
Maybe
his
Robbie
ego.
timey-wimey.
He is binatang dua alam. Much like a crocodile.
Okay, but coming back to performances, another performance that I felt was like, you got this actor to just do voice and nobody fucking knew.
Oh!
Bill Skarsgård, right at the end.
I'm a
saw the-
deviant. I'm just gonna pop up.
I saw the credits, I'm like, what the fuck did Bill Skarsgård?
Wait,
is this the same Bill Skarsgård?
No,
I'm
I was
thinking
like,
of?
wait, you had a scars? I'm like,
But
I
they didn't
missed
show you the Skarsgård.
And this reminded me of Eccleston, of
Yeah.
just getting an actor and completely misusing him. Like, that deviant,
So
He's a deviant.
he was the deviant.
he was the deviant, but it could have just fucking been any voice.
I can speak now. And...
Did he at
And I'm
least?
sorry, I was getting major Ultron vibes with
Yes, yes.
No, I don't think he did mocap for this.
He didn't do mocap,
think
right?
he
Like,
just
this,
did
is,
the
this is wasted.
Yeah,
Why
it's
did you
wasted on
waste it with
Skarsgård,
Bill
like-
Skarsgård? Because you're never going to bring him back now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
guy. But yeah, the deviant's plot was like... This is like Ultron's beef.
I mean,
It felt very Ultron.
it felt it
Sort of,
it was.
I guess.
I don't know.
Except Ultron was a bit cleverer. You know, this one is like... Been looking for them. Oh, there they are. Fighting. I'll fight too! Come...
No, that's another thing that I want to bring up. It's like
And
recently,
Cena's like, oh my god, the world's gonna end. That motherfucker!
like when I went to go and watch Venom, which is a whole other mess, by the way.
Venom.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for Eternals again because they played the trailer for Eternals, and I'm watching it going, this played it out to be a completely different tone of film. Like watching the trailer made it seem a lot darker and a lot more intense than it actually was. Like the storyline, it really just looked like the whole film was about the deviants have come back to Earth. Eternals are gonna fight them and defeat them. Game over.
Well, they're not gonna show the PowerPoint twist. Why would you do that? That's a twist.
I mean,
What's
okay,
the twist?
for me going into the movie, because I mean, all I could remember from reading the collected editions was that Sprite was the villain all along, and I was waiting for
Which is
that,
not
and
a
I was
bad
like,
twist.
no, because I mean that's how Neil Gaiman wrote it,
Yeah.
like because I mean, it eventually also does go into the dreaming celestial in a very different direction. Then I was just waiting for this, like they're not going this route, are they? And another thing about it was like, yeah, the way they presented the movie was vastly different from any other Marvel movie because there's so much backstory to get through, and I was like,
Yes.
I guess they're trying something different.
This felt like they were trying too many things in too short of a time.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't. It was like fucking 2 hours, two and a half hours? 2
Like,
hours?
look at how long they took to introduce Thanos. You know,
fucking 10 years.
you know, there's been no. Okay, the most we've ever been hinted of the Celestials is when Benicio del Toro does his PowerPoint.
Yeah. As the Watcher. Not the Watcher, the Collector.
The Collector.
Collector, when he does his little PowerPoint and goes, ooh.
Shaking his fist.
So as you can see, whenever it comes to the spacey stuff and the big things, like PowerPoints are required. One must give a presentation.
Wait, isn't Nowhere ahead of a Celestial? No.
Ooh, yeah,
Is it?
yeah. It's the head.
It's ahead of a
It's
Celestial.
the skull of a celestial.
Yes.
Sorry, just trying to tie it back.
And yeah, the
because
design of the Celestials, I was totally like, yep, Galactus is coming.
Yeah, because
And he's not going to be a big puff of smoke anymore.
like looking at the Celestials, I could not help but like Galactus.
Yeah.
That's your prototype for Galactus is right there.
Right? Which means Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
oh, they don't have Chris Evans anymore.
Would it be so
No.
weird if they brought Chris Evans back as hero?
Because
You're
you
like,
know
you
his
look really familiar. Like, don't know what you're talking about. I'm the fun guy.
contract for Captain America is done. Doesn't mean contract
you
for
go. Multiverse.
Yes.
Multiverse.
Multiverse is happening.
Jessica Alba.
Oh god.
What's
his name? What's
I
his
love
name?
Alba, but no.
No. What's his name?
Jon
Gruff-
Griffith.
Yes.
Jon Griffith.
It's Mr. Fantastic.
And Chickless.
Chickless made a good thing. I'm sorry.
liked
I
him as a
love
thing.
Chickless's
No,
thing.
you could
yeah.
tell he loved the material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the best thing about those old Fantastic Four movies was Chickless and Evans.
Yes.
Because
I mean, it was 10 times better.
Crawford
than
and Alba, I was like, first off, I don't even believe you two hooked up. Secondly, when you make Alba blonde, that's when her Latina side's really obvious and like, oh, this does not match. She is not a platinum blonde. This is weird.
You get a Welshman and Albert together, and
A
it's like
Welshman
just-
with a name that I'm like, does anyone in Hollywood know how to pronounce his name? Because even I'm not sure.
Yun.
Aaron.
Yun.
Yun?
Anyway, Eternals.
Anyway, Eternals.
And
I mean-
okay, there are a lot of moments that I also felt like there are moments that I could have been emotional and connected about, but I just felt nothing, which fucking sucked. Like the whole storyline between Gemma Chan and Richard
Icarus.
Madden, that sort of love story. I'm like, regardless, you get together, don't get together, I really don't give a shit. And then that moment when Sprite, all she wants is just to be
Yeah.
a human and to grow. I'm also
No,
like,
no. The whole Sprite pining after Icarus for all these millennia part was like, oh, perlu ke? Tapi-
even that, I also was like, oh, okay, so I felt nothing.
But you see, even that in the script, like, and now we need Kamal to explain this.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's like, otherwise, we won't get her motivation when she stabs people in the back.
Or she goes off with Icarus.
Yeah.
Like,
It's almost like the script writers wrote this bit and then they went, will audience understand this? Wait.
but it's
This is why it happened.
I mean, I guess also to an extent it's also up to the actor, right? To
I guess.
I mean, because
I mean,
everybody
she was
else is
playing it,
pulling.
but she, like, how are you going to play that stuff when there's so much else that you're supposed to be playing as
Yeah.
well?
There's too many subplots.
Yeah.
Instead of just focusing on one story.
Like, we haven't even started talking about Brian Tyree Henry that much.
yeah, and
Whose
his
performance I love, by the way.
yeah. Fall collection, IKEA.
I love it. I love. Sorry, I mean, I know that scene is in the trailers.
Yeah,
but I still love that
it. I
scene.
still love that
It's
scene.
like, you know what? I'm
I'm just
expect me
trying
to
to
believe
live
that
a
you're not
normal
doing all of these
fucking
things.
life, please.
Boom.
No, I just love him, like, the kids know that they're Eternals, and he's just like, could you stop pulling your powers in front of my kids, guys? It's just
No.
not appropriate at all.
The thing I was talking about the other day was like and also all their people know that they're internal.
Yeah.
Kit Harington knows. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
Sprite-
why I'm like, is everyone just so nonchalant about like, I'm a superhero, bitch?
When all those other characters have been known already, like, it's gonna take a lot to surprise you.
I do-
And what will surprise you is a giant ass motherfucker popping up. I want to eat your planet. Or just this hand popping out out of a volcano, and I was like, that's new.
Like, I want to see the BTS footage of Brian Tyree Henry doing all the hand shit. Because
Oh, God,
I'm
yeah.
looking at that going, on set,
how
it's
did
gonna
you
feel so-
like did he have like some a choreographer to help him choreograph all
Or
of
was
those
he
moves
just like,
or
do
like
this, say this,
No, but
say
then
this?
it did also make me go like, so did he put the seed for the idea for the tech that Tony Stark uses?
I mean
Like,
he
he's
said,
doing holographic projection, technically.
he said he washed hand already. He say he claims he washed hand already after
Can put the seed, what?
after
Howard Stark was around, what?
I mean after his Oppenheimer moments.
Yeah.
Oh my, like and
That was sad.
No, no, some people giving them flag like macam like how am I supposed to feel like like it's not enough time to do that, and I'm like, but are you not familiar with Oppenheimer? It's basically the Oppenheimer.
Hiroshima.
Yeah, it's basically the Oppenheimer moment. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I helped create this. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Project Manhattan. Oh my god, you know.
Yeah. I'm not doing that again.
I do like as it comes out of steam and just too early, okay?
I love it.
Plow.
Fine, a plow.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
It plows. You happy now? He's playing the frustrated scientist really, really well.
Yeah, I'll admit that was quite fun.
But again, it's really putting all the performance into what little material you have.
Yeah,
Because I get it. Look, like one thing that me and Ian felt coming out is like it just proved a point. Like writing an ensemble is hard.
yes,
And writing a millennium,
Yeah.
multi-millennia saga ensemble is hard. No, but a question I want to pose is like, did we actually need to see all of that?
I wanted to ask the same question.
Because that's the thing.
Flashback.
Like if you notice, people that write ensembles, right? They don't give everyone equal footing.
No,
Because you can't.
You can't.
You
You can't.
physically can't. You have to
It's-
concentrate on a core,
Yeah.
and you have to give enough for the others so that you know these
Equip the
characters.
interests.
And then later on, like a good example, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is predominantly about Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's when you get to the second movie, it's like, okay, we've established Drax is like this, Raccoon's like this. Now we'll play with them a bit more.
Yes.
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 You know, and now we can, and because we've already established Chris Pratt, you can go deeper with Chris.
Yeah.
You know?
like I
Yeah.
would have preferred to just see the storyline between Icarus and
And
Cersei. Have that the main focus.
I mean, okay, you obviously like what? How could they streamline? How could they have streamlined this? Obviously, Cersei because she's the lead, right? She's
Yes.
supposed to be the MC,
Yeah.
and then Icarus
I do like the
and
thing
Ajax.
about opening it with Cersei in Piccadilly Circus. That was a
Right.
good opening.
And that sets
Right.
it up.
Yeah.
That sets it up very well.
You know, because first it go like, okay, so this Asian girl is just taking this photo of his knife, and like, oh, why is she taking?
Yeah.
This? Like, oh, I mean, oh, she works in the museum. Okay, that's why.
Mm.
And then suddenly, the next thing you see is there's an
Her
earthquake,
dusting.
and then she dusting the
and then going to the flashback. That's actually a nice opening.
Yeah.
right, like, oh no, because
Your screenwriting, what do you call it, courses have been doing you well.
I've kind of always written this way, no? As if, like, you know,
I wouldn't know. There's not many finished scripts for me to read.
there are a lot of openings for you to read if you want to.
I'd rather read them when there's an ending to them as well.
I know. Watch out, 2022. Hold me to this, guys. Oh God,
yeah,
no,
I
what did I
mean-
just say that for?
That is correct. Like if you had set that up at the beginning of the film, we would and rolled with it.
Because-
not just stick to that and be like, oh, we're just
Because starting with cosmic, you think of them cosmic first.
Yes.
And then so then you have this distance
Yeah.
from them already because you know these are godlike beings. How am I, a mere puny mortal with no superpowers, supposed to relate to these people?
we're
Although I
all
gotta
Jon
say,
Snow.
Kumail's powers to me are the most weakest. Pew, pew, pew.
Like, what are these finger guns?
And then, ooh, but I need bigger pew. Give me time.
no, he has to
charge of his
wind it
spew.
first,
He has
and
to
then
charge up his
pew.
spew.
I'm like, out of everyone.
What? I can't remember what Kingo's powers were in how they were represented in the. No, actually, you know what? They don't even have Kingo. I don't think they even have Kingo.
pew,
in, like,
Pew, pew. Like, give me some Kamehameha or some shit.
he doesn't
Dragon
pew.
Ball.
He needs to no. Even in Dragon Ball, he needs to charge up the Kamehameha.
Yeah, this one they Kamehameha.
Yeah, but his one is like, give me some time. It's like, oh, a bit
but
more, a bit more.
He does more than that, doesn't he? Isn't he strong and fast as well?
No,
he
he just
pew, pew.
shoots pew pew.
They're
Which,
all generally fast. Like you even see Druid, pull off some sweet moves just to show you, like, I'm not just mind control, motherfucker. Like,
Sorry,
in
Druid's
terms
my
of
favorite.
in terms of physically weakest, Sprite, because she's a storyteller.
but okay, here's my
She's
thought.
illusion.
Yeah, she doesn't do much jumping around.
Here's my thought.
Go on then.
So in terms of Marvel and the infamous workout program, Madden, of course. I mean, he didn't show
Oh yeah,
it, but of course
wise
Madden.
Kumail.
Yes. Don Lee is, Don.
He does that already for Korea. Like,
Druid
macam
didn't need
Don
to buff
Lee
up.
is amazing in like all of his shit that
You
he
know
does.
why?
Why did he-
I'll tell you why. So they can put him in a sleeveless shirt. That's it.
But he just had to do the arms. They did
can't
the
No, you
work out
cannot
arms.
just do your arms. Oh my god!
What is this, Rick and Morty? Like, he's fucking. You can't just have buff arms in a certain body.
That would have been fun though.
That'd be weird. There's nowhere in the world you can't lift weights just for your arms and your core does nothing. You still have a beer gut. That's just strange. Then there's something seriously wrong with your metabolism.
Although I think there was an article. I think he came out to say he got a bit too big.
He couldn't fit in the outfit. Dead air.
Keep talking.
I
Let me
talk about
find
the
this.
outfits. I kind of don't like the outfits.
Yeah.
It looked very like straight out of printer, just print from cosplay. I'm like a bit like, can we have a bit more detail lah? Like macam, because I know a lot of the detailing is CGI. Like it's so like when they do the Unimind, it's CGI. A lot of their weapons are CGI.
I thought the colors were very muted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, Angelina Jolie just looks like she's wearing a white jumpsuit.
Oh, sorry.
With blonde
Kunal
hair.
didn't say he got too big. The producer said he got too big. I will say this because this is the truth. We were like, hey, Kumal, don't worry about it. You don't have to get in a ton. Like, this isn't the movie where we have
So
you
is Kumal.
work out a ton. So it was his point. But he wanted to do it. And he got at some point, and I had to call him and say, Kumal, I think you got too big. Because we saw him, I think, on Kimmel or something. He's a movie star, not a bodybuilder. And we had to pull Kumal back. He was so excited to be in the movie. He just invested in it. And yeah, he got big.
Your power is pew pew.
No need to get big for pew pew.
I mean, he's probably gonna get Dawn and go like, I need to compete.
But
Dawn's
even-
power
no.
is brute strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but when he punches shit
Oh
out
my
like,
god.
ooh.
It's badass.
Oh, when he came out with the apron though, that was cute. I'm
Yeah.
cooking. You want a pie?
Yeah, and then like I made this beard spit,
And then
That was gross.
and then like should Tina be having hers is hers is the non-alcoholic version. I'm like, this is so adorable.
Yeah. There were moments. I'll admit that.
There are a
but-
lot of moments.
Yes.
Is Angelina Jolie still hot? It's nuts.
Even with blonde hair. I'm actually not a big fan of her with blonde hair.
It works though in this.
Well, it's okay. But I mean, but she was.
Although that with a white outfit,
Yeah,
is
it
like,
was
wow,
not.
this is a lot of white.
It's not
There's
very
no
flattering.
contrast.
It's
here.
not flattering. You look
Who's her
pale as
mother?
if.
Because clearly she didn't get the looks from Voight. Voight's not
Oh
exactly.
fuck, who's the mother again?
Okay, why? When he was younger, Midnight Cowboy was quite hot.
Really?
Okay lah, can lah.
Have you seen Angelina Jolie's brother?
No.
It's Jolie if she was male. It's a
Yeah.
bit odd.
That's why I'm like, who's the
It,
mother?
it doesn't work in a masculine way.
Right.
Like even the son doesn't look like Voight. So it's like, who's the
No, the son got Voight's eyes.
the
son
mother? Is
definitely got
Marshall.
Say
Marcia.
Marshall Ali.
No. Marceline Bertrand. I don't know if that's French or what, but I mean, okay, with the mother,
Yeah, it's there. It's somewhere
yeah,
there.
it's there, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yes.
yeah. So we haven't even gone through. We're jumping around.
We're
No,
not-
we're
yeah,
jumping
no,
around.
we'll
We're not
jump
doing
around
this.
on this. We're not doing the
Jump
plot.
around, jump around.
I can't be fucked to do a play-by-play right now.
I mean, okay, so they fight the big bad by joining in the
Unimind, which actually is already a talent that they have in the comics, but they have to discover. I'm like, fine.
I'm sorry,
It was a
fine.
letdown.
For me,
actually,
it was
because to me the third act, like fighting Icarus, was badass. Especially
That
when
was-
Brian Tyree Henry is like, I got
Fast
some
was go
shit.
like pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 pop. I'm like,
Pop.
yes, like like this is
Yeah.
some like Batman level, like macam, oh, you think I'm
But
gonna
in
use all my
comparison-
gadgets.
and it's also, and especially when Speedster versus Icarus is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pop,
Tina
pop.
versus Mega Deviant Ultron is awesome. But then when your big final third act is Kumbaya.
and no, and then and also, oh, I don't have the bracelet, but I also can kumbaya.
No, you know what? You know what the Unimind reminded me of? So they're all standing in a circle. You have a power. I have a power. With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet. I'm like,
It was pretty much, yeah, they saved the planet.
yes, exactly.
yes.
I'm like,
Took pollution down to zero.
yeah,
But
like,
yeah.
the Unimind. I was just a bit like, this is your plan.
And then
No, I mean, okay. I mean, I think in Eternal's Law, the Unimind is a legit weapon,
But
but it was
this
not
is-
presented in
Yes.
the most appetizing way.
And then came the point which made Eva go, I'm out! Tapped out. Because she hates it. When
Deus
a guy
Ex
who's
Machina?
been like evil the whole time, then realized the error was in ways like, I'm sorry!
I'm wrong. It was all my fault.
No, I'm sorry. That was
I'm
that
going
was
to fly into the fucking sun!
that was a very big cop out.
Yeah.
I do like the Scottish accent, to be fair. It doesn't sound anything like that. But yeah, it's like, ooh, I'm Icarus, I'm going to the fucking sun.
I would have loved Icarus to sound like that.
I don't understand why he had to do that.
Because he's embarrassed of who he is.
I'm like, what? So what? No more Richard. Why? This is such a waste of Richard
Because
Madden.
Cersei'll never fuck me again. She don't love me. She loves Jon Snow. I can't do it no more. I'm off to fly into the fucking sun.
Why are you doing your Billy Connolly?
Oh no! It's the only Scottish accent I've got. Give me a fucking break. Cause he'd sound pretty fucking ridiculous as Sean Connery, wouldn't he? So no, Billy Connolly. I'm fucking Icarus.
Oh boy!
I'm Scottish Superman.
What has he been doing for the past millennia?
Oh, Billy Connolly?
No, Icarus.
Oh, Icarus.
But what has Billy Connolly been doing?
Oh
He's
no,
been really
Icarus has been
retired.
watching Billy Connolly videos. I like him. He's funny.
Exactly what Billy Connolly said about Simon Amstel, but yes.
Fuck me.
Um,
Oh, it hurts.
It's not just a myth. I'm flying into the sun. Ooh, it's fucking hot.
no, I still don't understand why he. I mean, I do, and I don't. I do understand, but I don't want to understand.
Like there were other ways that he could have been remorseful
Like he
instead
couldn't
of
have
flying
just
into the sun.
atoned.
Yeah.
It's not the
It's the
worst.
only way to kill him.
Why?
I'm a fucking god.
But I mean, like,
Why doesn't he just atone?
yes, just be like, guys, I'm
I
sorry.
cannot do it.
Because
You
he.
love me again. I cannot do it. No.
Oh my god.
It's either this or eat 2,000 pounds of deep fried Mars bars.
No, actually,
Oh fuck! He should have done that and become Fat Icarus.
no. Actually, even then, I'm not even sure if he can actually get fat
That's true.
because he's not. They're not actually. They're basically robots. They're basically
they are
robots.
That's another thing. I'm like, oh,
They're basically robots.
they're not gods. They're creatures.
They're things.
They're
They're all
things.
Ultrons.
They're actually.
And you see, even that, the moment of realization, to me, just fell flat. It's just Gemma Chen going, oh. That was it. I'm like,
It didn't hit hard.
it wasn't impactful at all. It was just, okay.
And you would think someone who loves humans as much as she did would hit pretty hard.
But nope.
You know?
I was going to be like, then why do I poo? It's a legit question.
How do you know she does?
That is actually
Food has to go somewhere.
Maybe there's a different way that she does it.
Let's no, I don't want to talk. No.
I mean, they're not eunuchs.
How do you?
Well, she has a pretty healthy sexual relationship.
How do you?
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there with the lady bits. Okay, so
All the man bits, for that matter. I'm sure they have floppily dopplies.
yes.
How do you know?
So at the end of the day, Don Lee gives his life to save everybody in Druid's
Yeah.
commune.
Yep.
Gemma Chan discovers she has a new power. That one also a
Yes.
bit Deus Ex Machina.
There's a big hand coming out of the ocean that's frozen for now.
And the head.
And Gemma Chen goes to Primrose Hill.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so
Where Jon Snow still knows
He's
nothing.
just waiting.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
So people who are still alive is Festus, Cersei, and like Icarus is gone.
Sprite's a human
Wait,
now.
who
Spice
who
Motto.
went on the ship?
Athena,
Uh-huh.
Druig, and Makari.
Okay, so
And
they were
isn't
like...
Brian Tyree Henry?
No. Festus was
saying
like,
he's got a family.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yes, yes, yes,
stay
yes.
with my family,
Yes,
bitch.
yes.
For some reason,
mean,
he's taken over Salma
for now.
Hayek's farm.
Oh yeah, because somehow he's
Yeah,
dead.
I know, because Salma Hayek's gone.
Because
What is a
Icarus
beast?
went. "Kaboosh.
Oh,
This
can we
is
take a moment?
Iceland.
Can we take a moment for fucking Kumail and Johnny's like, I actually agree with Icarus, so I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, that's
Because
the
I
thing.
don't wanna fight.
Hold up. Yeah,
And then
that's the
later
thing.
on, oh, you guys won. That's good. Okay, I'll take Sprite and send it to college.
Yeah, like he disappeared,
And comes back.
and we didn't see him until right at the end. During the big fight, he was nowhere. I'm like,
It almost feels like the writer's like, how are we gonna fit Pew Pew into all this? Because that's kind of lacking.
No, and like, don't you also need him for the Unimine?
clearly not.
Nah. It'd be funny if Karun suddenly pops
It's
up.
it's a really underused
I
tinge
took
of
my master's bracelet.
so actually, you know, in hindsight, it's actually very underutilization of Kunal Nanjiani.
Yes.
No, you know what he's there for? I have
relief.
a plane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this traveling shit's gonna take a long time.
I have a bomb ass plane with all my fathers, my grandfather. Has no one gone, wow,
They
your
all look
ancestry all look exactly the same.
And I'm like, wow, Karun. First, the Sony camera, mati. Pull out 5D.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Then
that
after
was
the
amazing.
Canon 5D gets shot.
That was
got
amazing.
Smaller one. Then smaller one gone. Oh, I got my iPhone.
I mean, it's all like, did you catch that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? I'm like,
I have spares.
you, duh.
Oh my god, I love him. I love him.
And
to
then
bits.
just as Jon Snow is about to say, like, I've got a history.
I was actually like, at that point I was busy I was a bit busy googling like macam like
What, Black Knight?
no the insignia because I didn't see it clearly in the screen. And I was like, you know, oh my god, what is the
Black Knight,
insignia?
so-
What is the insignia?
So then suddenly, like, Gemma Chan gets whisked away.
Everybody gets whisked
Everyone
away.
gets whisked away because you
And
must
the-
pay for your crime.
Except-
Yeah. Although the Celestial's kind of like, you stopped it happening. I need to take a minute to just calculate whether you did this right or not.
Yes,
So we'll get back to
you
you.
will be judged.
Yes.
Yeah, which is actually basically the ending for the Neil
Guy's
Gaiman
basically
arc
like,
as
Mr.
well.
PowerPoint's like, now we have to do due process for the
Yes.
legal system.
Yes.
Do you know how much paperwork I have to do for this?
Yes.
Gotta talk with the other Celestials. Who's your counsel, by the way? And then I was about to say Jon Stewart. Jon Snow.
No.
Whilst he's there on the hill, like,
No.
oh fuck, I gotta go and do some shit now.
Yes, and then we cut to the spaceship because the three Makari, Gruig,
Yeah.
and Tina
Oh, this is
they
a post-credit scene already,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
No, I mean-
Spoilers.
but I mean, you know,
Yeah, if you made it this fucking
they've
far.
they've decided to go and liberate the other planets and like
Which is a cool
stop
idea.
the other Celestials and stop and like meet their other selves
And
or other.
here's when they introduced
Eternals.
one character that
Oh, this I want to hear.
I was hoping to see and was a bit disappointed in how it's represented, and another character that I'm like, how the fuck is Marvel gonna do this? So first they introduced Pip.
Hey!
Hey!
Patton Oswalt!
I was like, this voice is very familiar.
Patton Oswalt's in the
It was Patton
MCU!
Oswalt. For a moment, I was like, is that Seth Rogen? But he didn't do the. But yeah, and Pip, I'm disappointed with the CG. I'm very disappointed with the CG.
Okay.
He looked fake as fuck.
Yeah, to be fair, it did look very PS4.
Not familiar with the character, so I we'll refrain from.
And I
judgment.
gotta say, like, we've been saying to be fair a lot, and I have to keep holding my tongue because you guys don't watch Letterkenny. But if you watch Letterkenny, to be fair has a different meaning.
I will
Anybody
start-
out there that
I'll-
watches Letterkenny, hit us up in the comments.
Not
Anyway,
just Sarge. Sarge, we know you
Yeah.
watch that, okay?
you introduced it. But yeah, so Pip, it was cool to see him because straight away got flashbacks to which crossover was it? Infinite Crusade or something like that,
Okay.
which was an interesting, weirdly religious crossover in Marvel history.
Whoa.
Yeah. Some Joan of Arc looking celestial pops up saying like, "I'm God." Like, okay, and it's
Cool.
basically depending on who's got
Seeing-
strong religious beliefs or not, that depend on whose side you were. So it was an interesting crossover in the 90s. But so Pip, I was both happy to see, but at the same time, like, I hope they fix this because he looks fake.
Well, to be fair, the first time we saw Thanos wasn't that great.
But it was like a few seconds. This one was like, I'm drunk and I'm falling over. Ooh. I would have liked to just see Patton Oswalt with that fucking. Patton Oswalt with fake ears. That would have
Actually,
been
speaking
fun.
of which, you know Patton Oswalt actually has a MODOK costume?
I'm sure he does.
Like, there was one ad that he did, literally, it's just him in this MODOK outfit.
Oh.
Like, take Patton Oswalt, but then, like, with CGI, make him slightly smaller. I would have gone with that
Yeah.
as opposed to a full CG because it's exactly like the comics, which is interesting, but he looks fake.
Sometimes being too faithful to the comic books
Yeah.
is not your friend.
And then the other character,
And
I
then
hope
you
they're not being
can.
faithful to the comic books. Eros.
I was not expecting that.
Harry fucking Styles.
I was like,
Harry
'cause
Styles is now part of the MCU.
I was very taken aback by that.
Yeah, and because technically his power is you want to fuck me, don't you? That's his power.
Well, I mean,
I mean, he's
be
Eros.
fair,
Eros. Yeah, but in the 80s they took it to I think like he fucked his mother to give birth to himself or some shit. It was weird.
what the fuck?
It was some strange shit.
Yeah, we're not
the
PG guys
80s.
if you haven't noticed already.
So, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with Eros, but yeah,
That brother of Thanos, like that was news to me.
okay. Oh, you should see it in the original like Infinity Gauntlet story. Eros is just chilling at the back, like, yo, my brother's fucked up. He is fucked up. And then he wanted to use his like, you want to fuck me skills. So Thanos just went, no mouth for you. So then he just sat behind the throne like, you know? But I was like, okay, Harry Styles, Eros, bit small. I don't know how to feel about this. And that even makes me go even more like, they're going fucking galactic as fuck.
Yeah, now we're going to space.
Like, this is a big space ass story.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
This is a lot of CG. Is this because you have that cool Mandalorian tech? So you're like, hey, we can do this quicker? Like, what the fuck?
And then what? Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be in space as well. So like,
I mean, but that's
I mean,
the thing.
Captain Marvel is basically in space.
Yeah.
and I mean, if you're going to start doing Galactus, it's going to be very space.
No, I
story.
mean, and there is that teaser for Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
But that's
a
just Samuel L. Jackson going,
And then after the credits is the post-credit scene. I was like, ooh, this is interesting.
Yes.
And because of that, it gives me flashes of Matrix Reloaded, where the only thing that I found exciting was the last scene before the credits came up. Because it was like, first I was like, ooh, Black Knight's there. He's got his sword. Sword's all funky. I mean, Black Knight is a bit... I always find it weird because both Marvel and DC have done this. We're going to have like an old-timey Arthurian fucking knight for no reason.
Just because it's cool.
People like knights.
You know, like they're British.
But hey, you know, Jon Snow with the sword, cool.
as if
I mean,
we haven't
he-
seen Jon Snow with a sword.
He knows. I mean, he
Magic
knows.
sword this time.
He knows his way around. Like, it wasn't magic the last time. No. Okay. I mean, he knows the way around a sword. He knows the way around horses.
You know-
he knows
okay,
the
you
way
know
around
what?
armor.
With this Black Knight and the multiverse opening, what I would like to see
is
is
Jon Snow and Daenerys
no,
actually
no, no, no,
coming
no, 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 no. I want to see this Black Knight
What?
fight Monty Python Black Knight.
For fuck's sake.
FFS.
scratch.
FFS.
If he's no, I swear to God, in the Black Knight, whatever next, if it's a film, if it's a series, I want Jon Snow to, I'm not even calling him Kit Harington. I want Jon Snow to be like, "'Tis but a flesh wound."
I don't know, because to me, the one
And
moment
then
that gave me
the
goosebumps.
last line.
Oh, just
I
hearing
knew
that
it.
voice.
When
And
I heard
was
that
like-
voice, I knew Kai would be so fucking dope for this.
And I was like, yo, Marsha Ali's like fucking channeling Wesley Snipes.
He's dying to get the jacket on.
Oh, I want to see him in that fucking outfit.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking about, like, you know, it's going to be a PG world because it's Disney. And so many lines that I love in Blade. You know,
Not PG.
come on.
Well,
like,
Maybe.
some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
but here's the thing, though.
Maybe Blade will be
You
Disney's
motherfuckers
first
have
R-rated
no idea
movie.
who you are fucking with.
Because they are still letting Deadpool be R.
Yeah, but if Blade's playing with the other guys,
That's true.
you know.
Because they won't let Deadpool play with the rest of the
No,
MCU.
I don't think Deadpool's gonna be there like, hey, fuckos. I don't think they're gonna allow that.
That's true, though.
Unless Blade and Deadpool,
Deadpool
team
get
up
together. Oh my
and
god!
have
Can you imagine that
a little
movie?
mini series of their own.
Aw.
That was actually, I think it was one of the comments just reminded me of Blade for some reason. Since we're talking Deadpool, X-Men, in the series where Logan became the headmaster of what do you call it? Yeah, for
Xavier's-
There's a whole series where Xavier left and made
School
Logan
of the Gifted.
headmaster, right? And they're trying to audition teachers. One of the guys that comes to audition is Blade. And then next.
Has
But
there
yeah.
not been an... Oh, that's Suicide Squad. I was like, I swear there's a team up recently that was R-rated.
There was
Yeah.
a spark.
Yes.
Oh no! Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, DC is doing R-rated Joker, freaking...
Yeah.
Is
But Blade-
Batman R-rated?
probably.
No, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, right?
I mean, our DC.
Just the way the trailer looks.
DC
Yeah.
just goes. We're just gonna take the adult market.
Yeah, but,
okay, guys.
but Marvel still plays it safe because...
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Disney.
This is Disney.
But Blade. Oh, I want to see Blade. So much Blade.
Are they shooting it?
No, they haven't shot yet. Like,
I think,
Mahershala
I think they're still working on the script.
Ali had literally come out to say, I cannot wait to get in this fucking suit. He's
Get him in
dying.
the suit!
He's dying to see the
He's
outfit.
like, I just want to go for fitting. I just want to go for fitting. I just go
Because
for
the
fitting.
last Blades we had was first Blade 3, where Wesley Snipes was already obviously pissed, and Dominic
Blade
Purcell
3.
is a weird choice for Dracula.
I don't remember this.
You didn't see Blade?
I,
Dominic Purcell is Dracula.
I don't want to
Blade
remember
Trinity
this. I
with
don't want, no.
Ryan Reynolds and Triple H.
Oh god.
And
Oh,
Jessica
that
Biel.
one. Oh
Yeah,
right, that one.
Jessica
Biel.
Biel, if I'm gonna fight, I need my AirPods.
No, and then the first incarnation of Deadpool, the Merc
No.
with.
That was Wolverine.
Oh, that was Wolverine. Sorry.
Wolverine.
And then
Origins.
after Blade Trinity was Blade the series featuring Treach of Naughty by Nature.
That didn't last very long, did it?
I think 2 episodes
Yeah.
got cancelled, 2 or 3 episodes. It looked bad. Just the post, I was like, no. No.
But as always, we got to give credit where credit is
Have
due.
they got a
Blade.
director for Blade yet?
Yeah, I thought they'd have. Yeah, they
Because I was going to
must
say,
have.
like, could you bring Guillermo back?
No. I don't think Guillermo's going to come back to do this.
Actually, you know who I'd want to see come back for Blade? The director of the first one.
Mm.
Because after a League, he fucking gave up on Hollywood. I'm like, come on, bring him back. Let Stephen Norrington do Blade again.
I thought he's going to do a new film or something. I thought I saw his name recently.
Stephen Norrington?
Yes. Okay, wait. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourself while I find the sequels: Blade 2, Blade Trinity, Blade the series. That's part of.
Yeah, Blade the series. That was when David Goyer was like, I can direct. Buddy, you're a great writer. You're a great writer. Behind the camera.
Yeah, so Eternals was a bit of a mixed
okay.
bag.
Sorry. Oh wait, no, they haven't found a director.
See?
Oh yes. Sorry, Bassam Tariq.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh, okay. Who's that? I don't know.
Okay.
I was okay, they have a director, that's all.
But I
It's
do.
not like he's someone I went to school with.
But I thought you
Really?
maybe heard about his other films. It's like Basim Tariq. Let's see what other films he's done.
Get off the fucking phone.
Let's get
and
on the
talk
fucking
to
talk
us.
No, I am talking to you. Wait, I
you're
just want to
not.
find out.
Oh my
what is-
God.
I just want to find out. Okay.
This is the
Oh,
problem with
fuck.
millennials.
Oh shit, he directed Mogul Mowgli. Okay. Now I'm on board. Now I'm fucking on board with this film. Okay.
The Riz Ahmed movie.
Right.
Are they casting Riz Ahmed in
Is
Blade?
Riz going to be the movie?
That's why I was like, ooh. Ooh.
Riz.
He's technically already been in the Marvel universe, though.
No.
The Sony Marvel.
No.
The Sony Spider-Man universe.
That's
Are
the
they
difference.
ever going to cross over?
Apparently, I've accidentally read a leak of the post credit for Carnage.
Yeah, so have
'Cause
I,
it
because
didn't bother me anyway.
After I walked out of the film, I was like, what's the post-credits scene?
You want to know? You know.
You've seen the
I
post-credits
can't
scene.
remember.
It's basically.
I don't want to know that. Never mind.
But you've seen
Okay,
the
let's not
film.
talk about
Let's
it
not
here
talk
in
about
case
it
you guys
because-
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
in case you guys haven't seen
Yeah, I was reading an article about the new Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah.
And they referenced the Carnage post-credits, which I was like, okay, you know what? The movie's been out for a while. That's not really... Okay, cool.
Yeah,
You
okay.
could have said spoilers, but fine.
Not like the BBC. Hey, I brought it back.
Wow, you still...
Oh, he
Okay, if
is
you're bringing
sore.
that back... If you're bringing that back...
He is sore. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, guys, and so
Yeah,
now like
this is,
you are
this is
exposed to Kai's big face.
Yeah, this is the rant that I
He
had on
still
the
wants
video.
to
This
bring
one.
up the BBC.
Because they're fucking annoying. With the
BBC 1! BBC 2! BBC 3! Austin Powers.
Yeah, I know, but like
I
the episode's only been out for an hour, guys. Can you not fucking post shit
He's
after an
talking about
hour?
Doctor Who. He's talking
Yeah.
about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Our beloved
He's-
Doctor Who.
He's
Yeah.
very upset.
Yes.
I mean, the spoilers aside, though, like, our take on the current season of Doctor Who, for those of us who actually have watched, at least from episode 2 onwards, actually seems to be on point, guys.
Yeah,
If you want to
the-
jump back in, episode 2 for Doctor Who Flux seems to be a good place to
I
start.
don't know why, but for some reason, I just suddenly had a flash of John Cleese as a BBC representative going, we at the BBC would like to apologize for the spoilers that have been appearing for Doctor Who.
And now for something completely different. But okay, yeah, there have been people that have been messaging on Instagram going, "Oh, what do you guys think of Doctor Who, the latest episode?" I'm like, wait, we're not doing a play-by-play. Hold on,
We're not doing every episode.
we're gonna do
we won't be able
the-
to talk about other shit.
we're going to be doing the of course the season wrap up, which will happen
Yeah.
in 3 weeks' time because it's only 6
What,
episodes
6?
long.
I thought it was 8.
No, there's 6.
Yeah.
This is what we discussed yesterday.
Yeah, we discussed this in the car.
There's 6 episodes with 3 specials coming out next year. Which
They're
will
doing
be,
that fucking format now.
I think they're doing New Year's special, possibly mid-year special.
I miss
and
Britain
then-
being in jeopardy during Christmas, guys.
No, maybe this time it'll be Liverpool.
London specifically.
Yeah, London
No,
specifically.
it's Britain. I'm like, it's Britain.
No, because back in the day, Christmas, London gets attacked.
Yes.
Every other day, Wales gets attacked.
That's true. That is true. And
Yes.
that's why London is always empty. You remember that that one
Yeah,
episode?
that
That
one
Christmas
episode
episode.
where
Where is
everyone fucking
everybody?
leaves.
It's
we all
Christmas.
fucking know what's gonna happen, okay?
Except for the Queen.
But yes, coming back to Eternals, we'll talk about Doctor Who another time. Eternals, they go. I mean,
If this is the start of the phase, it's a tough one.
It's a bit of a rough start.
is this the start of Phase 4?
It was Shang-Chi at the start.
Pseudo.
No. Yeah, Shang-Chi I think was the start of Phase 4.
Pseudo.
Or was it Black Widow?
No,
No,
Black Widow's
that's
wrapping up
prequel.
phase 3.
I thought I would think that
Black
phase,
Widow's the last of the last phase. Like, just okay.
I would
fucking-
think the start of Phase 4 would actually have been Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No, start of Phase 4 was WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because of all the like. Woo!
So okay, back when before the pandemic, this was supposed to be
In the long ago.
Yes, this was supposed to be MCU's Phase 4 list. So it starts with WandaVision, then Falcon, then Morbius, then Black Widow, then Loki, then Venom, then Shang-Chi, then Eternals, then Spider-Man, then Doctor Strange, then Thor, then Black Panther 3, then Captain Marvel 2, and then ending with Fantastic Four.
I'm wondering about these Doctor Strange reshoots.
Wait, there are reshoots?
Yeah, they're doing
Expensive
reshoots at the moment.
reshoots.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Why are they expensive?
No, extensive.
Expensive. Anything with Marvel is possibly expensive.
I mean, anything with Doctor Strange is expensive.
I mean, he's CG most of the time
yeah.
in a CG world.
And now people are like, what characters are coming? Is Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield gonna be in Doctor Strange?
I don't know, guys.
Ooh, we'll
Yeah.
see. Come on, Sam Raimi, don't disappoint me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, it's Sam Raimi, right?
Exactly.
Bring back Bruce Campbell for fuck's sake. Just have Bruce Campbell in the background somewhere.
Doctor Strange versus Deadites. Come on. Have you seen the Evil Dead video game trailer?
Fuck yes.
Woo!
I cannot wait.
Woo! I cannot wait to own at least a PS4.
But to think at one point they were setting up Bruce Campbell in Sam Raimi's verse to be Mysterio. Like
That would work. I can see that. I
in
can
the
see that.
fourth Spider-Man, Bruce Campbell was going to be the big bad Mysterio.
I can see that.
Yeah. But, we didn't get that.
We got John Hall.
I still would like to see Bruce Campbell as Mysterio.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that wraps up our turbulent talk about Eternals.
Yeah, go watch it.
I
There are
mean,
good elements and a bad movie. I
the-
guess.
There are moments. There
there
are
are
moments.
moments. I mean, which and some
Don't break
surprising
your back
performances.
trying to rush to watch it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
do
yeah,
watch it.
Yeah. It's okay. It's not 100% bad. It's like maybe 90.
It's just,
90% bad. Wow.
Nick has much higher expectations. than-
Yeah, I did not. I mean, I looked at it. I'm like, I did not have high
I didn't have
going.
expectations. I just
No,
wanted it to
you
be
did.
No, I just wanted
You
a
had-
story.
No, you had Marvel expectations.
Is it wrong to have Marvel expectations for a Marvel film?
They're going a new way.
It is not. I don't think it's Chloe's fault.
No.
It is
I'm not going
it
to
is
blame
not
Chloe
Chloe's
at all.
fault.
It is the story.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote the story.
Chloe.
Are you serious? Did
Yeah.
she write it?
She's got writing credit. Well, she wrote it with someone else.
Because I don't want to blame Chloe.
I mean,
No, it's not her. Ryan Firpo and Kaz Firpo.
and Chloe.
It
It popped up in the end credits. She had a writing credit with him.
Screenplay by her, has a co-writing, but story isn't. Story is Ryan and Kaz Firpo. He made his.
Then it was her decision to start in the beginning.
So
Kaz,
you're
at
saying
the
that the
very
person that writes the actual script has no power over the story?
okay, I don't know what to
Okay,
say. now.
anyway,
No,
so we
no,
have-
I have to say this. Kaz Firpo is a documentarian. He hasn't even written a film. He's a documentarian.
Oh, no wonder lah. No wonder lah. It's a bit documentary. That's
Why
that's
did
why, that's why like document all the past things
Why did you get a documentarian to write a script?
because it's cheap
historical,
and it's cheaper.
So then you're going to have, and in 1500 BC, we see the Eternals
yes.
wallowing in despair.
So you
No,
want David
no,
Attenborough.
no,
in
no,
Eternals?
no, no, no. And then they built the city of Babylon, one of the greatest And then was magnificent cities in human civilization during that time.
Is that why they wrote the character of Karun to represent documentarians everywhere?
No.
Yes.
Because he's
Documentating.
Documentating.
Yeah, in a modern way, but not like in a David Attenborough, like Planet Earth kind of way. In History Channel. But anyway.
Yes.
so
Go watch The Eternals.
Yes. Watch me blink.
It's really like, I'm a shit on this movie for 1.5 hours. Go watch the
Because you should make up your own mind. Don't let critics
good.
affect you.
Very good. I like the turnaround.
Yeah.
I like the turnaround there.
Yes.
These are our opinions. It may not be your opinions, but these are ours.
Yeah, so do share what you guys think of the film, and we will see if we deign to respond.
Let us know, and I will respond.
You'll
Because
respond.
unless it's gregariously interesting, and then Kai will want to jump in and respond.
Interesting is not the right word.
yeah,
Yes.
insulting is more the right word.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been our wrap up of.
Uh-oh. Have you forgotten?
What?
Hey, Nick.
And before we go, if you're listening to
Hey,
this,
Nick. Where else can we listen to this and watch stuff?
if you're listening to this, you can obviously on Spotify, maybe, or Apple,
wherever you listen to
Apple
good
Podcasts
podcasts.
or whatnot. Yeah, or you can also find the video format of this podcast at youtube.com/Geeks in Malaysia. And if you're there as well, go check out our other videos. We just released the Mike Tyson Punch Out retro game video where Kai asked a lot of questions. I realized as I was editing
yes.
it. Why is
But
this
also-
happening? Why is that?
Is there any way we can follow you on social media?
There is, Kai. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Geeks in Malaysia.
Yep.
That's fascinating. I wish I could, just donate some money over so that you guys can continue doing this pod.
Well, you're in luck. You can also support us at ko-fi.com/Geeks in Malaysia.
Yeah. So my name is Mila Chen.
I am Victoria.
I'm Kyle Labar.
Keep geeking out, yo.
Geeks in Malaysia.
That's what you call improv.
Right there, just gotta cut to like James Lipton, like improv.